Good day everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. For today's review we have a brand new TV box from Zidoo called the X7. Now this isn't exactly cheap and it costs somewhere between $60 and $70. For specs we have the Rk3328 CPU, this is a quad-core CPU. We also have 2 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of internal storage and the device is running Android 7.1.2. Starting with a very quick unboxing, so the X7 comes in a good looking box. On the front we see the model name and on one side we're gonna see some of the specifications. Inside that box you're gonna find two smaller boxes. One of the boxes has the device itself and the other box has all the other accessories. So we have the user manual. The user manual is in English but it doesn't have that much information. There is also a power adapter and this is the same power adapter that we've seen for previous Zidoo devices. There is also an HDMI cable and lastly the remote control. Now even though the remote control looks a bit different, I do recommend using a wireless keyboard and mouse for a much better experience. The TV box itself is made out of plastic entirely, so the top, the sides, the bottom, everything is made out of plastic, but this doesn't feel cheap like most TV boxes from China. On the top we have the brand name and on the front we have what looks to be like a little display. However, that's not a display, it's just a blue LED that turns on whenever the device is on. We have a total of 3 USB ports. 2 of them are sitting on the left hand side and one of them is sitting on the right hand side, and the one on the right hand side it's also a USB 3 port. There is also a slot for an SD card. Now unfortunately you're not going to be able to use an SD card as internal storage, so you can install an SD card but only as portable storage. As for the internal storage, out of that 8 gigs that comes with the device, we only have about 5 left, and the speeds that I got for the internal storage, even though they're not horrible, they're not the best that I've seen. And we are moving to the back of the device. So first of all we have the port for the power adapter, we also have the AV out, the network adapter port, HDMI out, and lastly the optical audio. I've tried a few video files that had DTS sound and Dolby Digital sound and I'm very happy to say that both of them work very good and without any issues whenever you're using Kodi. And we are moving on to performance. So the scores that I got on the Antutu Benchmark, the Geekbench 4 and the iStorm Extreme are not that high, but this is quite normal for that ROG chip 3328, which is not the most powerful processor out there. And for those of you that are interested, this device doesn't come with root access from the factory, and based on the digital rights management information that we get, we are not going to be able to watch Netflix in HD. For connectivity we have dual band Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Now the Bluetooth connectivity works good. I was able to connect a speaker and my Bluetooth gaming controller and everything seems to work okay. But the Wi-Fi connectivity it's a bit iffy. So first of all, if you use the quick settings app, the Wi-Fi connects and disconnects every few seconds and it is a bit annoying and it's impossible to use the device connected over Wi-Fi. Now if you use the regular settings app and you connect to Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi works good. So this is definitely a software bug and I mean you can go around it if you just use that regular settings app, but again it shouldn't happen for a brand new device. The speeds that I got over Wi-Fi are decent but not the best that I've seen. Since Miracast is also related to the Wi-Fi connectivity, of course I tried Miracast but I was not able to mirror my phone's screen onto this device and I tried 2 different smartphones and none of them worked. So this time I'm gonna say that Miracast doesn't actually work. On the official YouTube app, so this is the app that you can download from the Google Play Store, the maximum resolution that I was able to select was 1080p at 60 frames per second. Now keep in mind that my TV doesn't support 4K, so the resolution may be higher for different TVs. All the videos that I watch at 1080p at 60 frames per second seem to go good without any issues. And we are moving on to Kodi. So this device comes pre-installed with Kodi 16.1. However, this is not actually called Kodi, it's called ZDMC. And the difference between this and Kodi is the fact that the ZDMC is better optimized for this device. We don't get any add-ons that come pre-installed, but as you know, most add-ons are actually killed a couple of weeks ago, so there are no more add-ons available. However, if you add something on Kodi, there everything seems to go good depending on the stream. I've also checked out the Google Play Store and I'm very happy to say that the Google Play Store works properly and just as it should. So whatever apps you're searching you can install and there are no issues with the Google Play Store. Now I can't say the same about the built-in browser. So the built-in browser that comes pre-installed on the device, it's absolute garbage and you cannot use it no matter what you do, so it freezes right away. However, if you go in the Google Play Store and install Chrome, Chrome works just as it should, so no problems with Chrome. I've also tried Real Racing 3 on it, and even though the gameplay wasn't bad, it wasn't the best that I've seen, but I'm gonna let you guys watch for a few seconds so you can see for yourself. Now that you have a better idea about its performance, I want to start recording the screen. I want to show the launcher, and I also want to try out a few video files so you can see what video files work on this and what video files don't. So let's check that out. Let's start with the launcher. So this launcher, it's new for Zidoo, so it's the first time I've actually seen this launcher, and it reminds me a lot of like the Nvidia Shield or the Xiaomi Mi Box. Now, it isn't that functional because realistically all these are just folders, but it does look good and it's easy to use with the remote control that comes with the device. We have a weather tab here, and this is basically going to show you the weather, but realistically nothing that much. And here we can add some apps, for example. So if you're using YouTube, you can just launch YouTube right from here. At the bottom here we have the settings app, the Bluetooth connectivity, and so on. We also have the navigation bar at the bottom of the screen, and this one hides whenever you don't use it, and that means that we also have the notification tab on top here. For the apps that come pre-installed, well, we don't really get that many apps. However, I found a bug in the app folder as well. So if we scroll down a bit, you're gonna see that a lot of the apps have double icons here. So you see YouTube here and YouTube again. Then we see this one here and here again. So it's the exact same app. The app doesn't get installed twice. It's just like a shortcut that gets posted twice. So realistically, we don't get that many apps that come pre-installed. For settings, we have the regular settings app, and this is the regular settings app, and we also have a quick settings app. However, I don't recommend that you actually use the quick settings app, because if you are trying to connect over Wi-Fi using the quick settings app, well, it's not gonna work and the Wi-Fi keeps disconnecting every few seconds. So definitely use the regular settings app instead of this one. The regular settings app looks just like what you've seen for previous Android devices. Here at network you can connect to the Wi-Fi or through a cable. At Bluetooth, of course, you can connect any Bluetooth devices. Here you can change the sound depending on your setup at home. And again, it really depends what you use at home. Moving back, here at display you can change the screen resolution. This will be different depending on the TV that you have connected. My TV doesn't support 4K, so this is the maximum resolution for my particular TV. And if we click on About here, you can see the model name, which is the X7, and the version is Android 7.1.2 with the latest security patch coming from April 5th, 2017. And the last thing I want to show you are the languages. So like any other TV box, this supports a whole bunch of languages. So let me just click on it, and I'm going to scroll through them, and hopefully you can see the one that you may be interested in. So definitely a lot of languages available. Next, we are going to check out some video files. So of course I have my USB stick plugged in, and we're going to check out all these video files. I've already tried this one, so it's the one that's playing right now, and this one seems to work very good without any issues, and I like the fact that the colors are not dark at all. So we'll stop this one and we'll move to the next one. This is the next one here. Again, this is a 3D file, so it's going to be split in two on the screen. So let's click on this one as well. But I guess I can just select it like this. But this one also works good without any issues. So we're gonna stop this one. Well, maybe it doesn't go totally smooth. As you can probably see, it kind of drops a frame here and there. But maybe just at the beginning. Now it seems to work much better. So yeah, I think this one also works good, but maybe not as good as we've seen in the past. Alright, so we'll stop this one and we'll move to the next one. The next one is a 4K file at 60 frames per second. So let's see how well this one does. And it does do surprisingly well, as you can see. We're just gonna skip forward a bit so you can see how it does further in the video. And this one also seems to work pretty good. Actually, really good. No issues with this one. And we'll stop this one, we'll move to the next one. This is another 4K file at 50 frames per second. And let's skip forward a bit and see what happens. I don't think it goes totally smooth. I think I've seen this better on other devices.
but maybe it was just at the beginning. No, it's not totally smooth, but I guess it's okay, but not perfect. So we'll stop this one as well. This 720p file shouldn't have any issues. We're gonna skip towards the end here. And as I was expecting, this one does work very good. So we'll stop this one as well, and we'll move to the next one. This is the next one here. Oh, this strange one. Let's skip all the way to the end. So as you can see, this one does pretty good as well. So we're gonna stop this one as well and move to the next file. And this is the next file that we're gonna try. Just gonna skip forward a bit and a bit more. And this one seems to do quite good as well. We'll stop this one and we'll move to another 4K file at 24 frames per second, I believe. This was filmed with a smartphone back in the day. And this one seems to do quite good as well. Alright, let's stop this one and move to the next one, but I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work. So let's see. So yeah, nothing it's happening. So that one doesn't work, but it's the same with pretty much all TV boxes. And this is the last one that we're gonna try. This is a 1080p file, but this one will do just fine as well. So no issues with this one either. So most files that we've tried work okay, but I think I've seen better on past TV boxes.
And it's time to conclude this video. So realistically, the Zidoo X7, it's not a bad device. However, we don't have that much storage, and I feel that Rk3328 it's actually holding it back. And personally, I'm not sure why companies use that processor instead of using the Logic S905X, which I find that works much better than this Rk processor. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.